He didn't really do any damage to you at all in that fight.
Shit.
And like, he was winded too.
I wasn't. He was winded as fuck. He was way more winded than me. Like he was actually like that's we cool and all Scotch the hash, but like just speaking from an athletic point of view, like in the fight, second round he was done. Like he was done the second round. Like he spit his mouthpiece out. Like you know in the world of boxing, when you spit out your mouthpiece, you forfeit. That's like throwing in the towel. He spit his mouthpiece out. Like he didn't want to fight no more.
Now, when you look at it, what could you've done different? Because I'm thinking, man, if you would have just kept throwing that jab, because you had the reach.
No, yeah. No, but I mean, one thing for sure, like what I could have done different was have a lot more time to train and get in shape. Like, you know what I mean? It was a lot I had to learn. Niggas expected me to learn everything in 2 months. Like it just wasn't gonna happen. So I would say for the next fight, the first thing would be having more time to get ready, get prepared. And then second, just take it more serious and not smoking and drinking and do more heavy workout just as far as like, you know what I mean? Just the cardio and just really getting and physically conditioned. Like I never stopped smoking and drinking. Like I smoked and drank up until the end, like, you know what I mean? Up until I couldn't no more. It was just like, I really like, you know what I mean? It's not that I underestimated him, cause you know, he did his thing. He did what he did. Like, I didn't underestimate him. It could have went any way. But what I did underestimate was the real physicality that it takes to get in there and really box. Like, you know what I mean? For 2 minutes straight, it's like a different fight. It's nothing like any fight I ever been in before in my life. Like, I never sparred. Like, you know what I mean? I never even sparred for this. Like, most boxers spar hundreds of times before about, like, I didn't even spar not one time. Like, all I was just working on technique and just like, you know what I mean, footwork and technique, basically. I didn't do no sparring. I really didn't do no cardio like that. I really, you know what I mean?
So what was the conversation like with Gonzoe after the fight was over?
After it was all good because, like, just having Snoop involved in the fight and Snoop judging it the way he did, like, you know what I mean, the winner is the cause. It just made it even that much more bigger, and like I really felt like compelled and honored to like step into like a position of being a role model and an inspiration to others to do something better. And I felt like, you know what I mean, I really did my part and took a step towards doing something better for the community, like, you know what I mean? So it's like I wasn't mad at it, I wasn't mad about it. It was cool.
So you wasn't really tripping on the draw?
Yeah, I wasn't tripping at all. I wasn't tripping at all.
Okay.
The way Snoop laid it out, it was like, you know what I mean? I can accept that, like, you know what I mean? Cause like, I know in my heart I did what you know what I mean? I went in there and did my thing. I didn't fail. And niggas that really know, like, you know what I mean? I didn't fail, I went in there and did my shit. Inglewood, though.
No, you did, and you was looking huge in there compared to.
You feel me? Like, you know what I mean?
he looks so
That's
small.
some historical shit. Like, that's, even if I never fight ever again, even if another fight never happened, that's never gonna be erased. Like, that's there. Like, that went down. That was a moment in history for the culture. Like, you know what I mean?
That's dope. That's dope. Now, who would you like to see in the ring? That's in this social media world that we're fascinated by.
I do want to see Spotted Low bust her ass get in there though. Just not with, you know what I mean? I'll beat him up in the park. Like, we could fight in the street, but I wouldn't mind seeing that nigga get in there with 50 Cent. Or any of these niggas that he talk shit to, like, you know what I mean? I wouldn't mind seeing Jah Rule and 50 get up in there. Just like, you know what I mean? That would be a good one. Like, all them classic rap beefs where them niggas was doing all that talking and never did shit. I would like to see Gilly and Lil Wayne get in there. All that whole tirade he was going to, I wrote his shit and he stole his style from me. And I want to see you get in there with Wayne. It's a lot, you know what I mean? I could go down the list for days about matches I want to see.
So this Trilla thing is really, it's got a lot of potential then.
Yeah, to be something big.
Yeah.
Like, cause it's a lot of, like, you know what I mean? Old school beefs that we never, you know what I mean? Nothing happened and, you know what I mean? Nobody never died on no side. So just for the culture and, like, you know what I mean? I think it's something that the fans will want to see because I'm still a fan myself and I want to see it. Like, you know what I mean?
Now you mentioned, this was a good cause for the community, and I want to talk about the truce between neighborhood Pirus, Queen Street, and Inglewood 13. You was definitely at a couple of those meetings where we were doing them at on the east side. What was you thinking when these talks first started with the I-13s?
Honestly, I was thinking it was time. Like, it's time. Like, we've been going at it and going back and forth for all these years. Like, when are we ever gonna come to the table and like see, like, it been so long, it's like niggas bet like these new dudes don't even know what the beef even started over, like, and then it's like, you know what I mean? Honestly, no war lasts forever. Like, it's like America went to war with another, like, you know, it doesn't last forever. It comes to a point where, all right, we reach some common ground and we gotta come to, like, or what is to gain? There's nothing to gain. Like what is the point of having a war with no gain? Like, what are we having to, like, we not gaining anything, we not getting anywhere. It's just an ongoing, like, you know what I mean? So it was just, I felt like it was just finally time to get in there, like, holler at these niggas face to face.
And what really interested me in these discussions that I was honored and privileged to be present was that a lot of your OGs grew up with their OGs and went to school and were like best friends. And to hear these stories of they know each other's families, they've been to each other's houses. I think you probably are too young to have been from that generation to have friends from I-13. When you came in, it was already
no. Actually, when I came in, we was still cool. Like, you know what I mean? We wasn't really. I mean, they probably had riffs back, but we wasn't just like beefing like that. But I remember I came in when it started, like when the real beef started, like, you know what I mean? That was my generation, like, you know what I mean?
And I remember seeing Inglewood 13, they always crossing out neighborhood Piru over there by Sentinel Park. I used to be like, damn, why they crossing them out?
Cause that really cause we, at the time, we was clicked up with the neighborhood Pirus. So it's like, you know what I mean? We going at it with them, we gonna start getting at them too, like, you know what I mean?
And you know, these three neighborhoods coming to the table was inspired by the F-13s and the East Coast Crips coming to the table.
I mean, that was a big, like, inspiration because look how bad they beef was and how long it was going on. It was like, you know what I mean? If they could do it, I think a lot of people felt like, damn, like, you know what I mean? Why can't we do it? And the same with this gloves up, gloves down thing, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, you know what I mean? If Boskoe get in there, Boskoe talk shit all day. If that nigga get in there and fight somebody, I could too, like, you know what I mean? Because a lot of these niggas, like, feel like they on this, I ain't fighting nobody, I got guns, I'm shooting, I ain't fighting thing. And, you know what I mean? That's not where we come from. Like, back in the days, you used to have to squabble. Like, it wasn't you know what I mean? You had to go squabble up, nigga. And, like, you know what I mean? It kind of like we strayed away from that. And it's kind of like Buster shit to me, like, you know what I mean?
I would like to see people from rival neighborhoods in the gloves up, guns down.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we want to start the train. Like, you know what I mean? Get on the train. Like, we're trying to get this motherfucker rolling. Like.
Thanks for watching StreetTV.net. If you're not subscribed, please hit that button below and click the bell to receive alerts and notifications. Feel free to comment below so you can give us your feedback, and be sure to watch the 2 related episodes to the right. If you want to support this platform or follow us on social media, visit the links in the description, and thanks for watching StreetTV.net.